Whose report will you believe? I will believe the report of the Lord. Whose report will you believe? God's report is final. You've heard what the doctor said, but God has spoken. You've seen what it looks like, but God has spoken. You've read their report, but God has spoken. There is a higher word, God has the final say. Men may speak, but God decides. What He said, we will do. God's report is what we hold. God's report is what we stand on. God's report will not fail. God's report will prevail. The doctor's report is not final. Fear may speak. Fear may speak. Don't accept it. What God has written is the final report. What God has spoken is still alive. Is still alive. His word is final. Accept His word over your life. Not what you see, not what you see, not what you feel, not what you feel. What God has said is what is real. Yeah, God's report is what we hold. God's report is what we stand on. God's report will not fail. God's report will prevail. God said you are healed. God said you are healed. God said you will live. God said you will rise. God said you will win. His word will not fail. His word will stand. His word will stand. What He has spoken come to pass. He never fails. He never lies. What He has said, He'll stand. God's report is what we hold. God's report is what we stand on. God's report will not fail. God's report will prevail. Believe what God said, not what fear said. Not what they said. Hold on to His word. Don't let it go. God's report is enough. God's report. God's report. That is the truth. God's report. That is the final word. God's report. I know. God's report. Whose report will you believe? I will believe the report of the Lord. Whose report will you believe? God's report is final.